I, 25F, don't know if my boyfriend of 2 months, 35M, actually cares for me. I, 25F, and my boyfriend, 35M, have been together for the past 2 months. We had a whirlwind of a relationship so far, but there honestly have not been any major red flags. At least I think so. From the beginning, I've known that he has 3 kids, 6-year-old twin daughters and a 4-year-old son, and a tumultuous relationship with his baby mama. What he refers to her as, they were together for 8 years and were engaged, but never made any attempts to even wedding plan. We met at the end of July, and he moved out of their home in May. However, they continued a sexual relationship on and off, but ended before we met. Whatever happened between them is their business. I've only asked questions that would be important for me to know, when they ended things, when he moved out, etc. From what he has shared with me, it seems like they had a toxic relationship, unhealthy methods of arguing, on and off periods, lots of partying and interference from friends and family, gold digger allegations. However, from the onset, he would bring her up fairly often. There hasn't been one singular day where he doesn't mention her. While he does talk about her in a negative manner and has said multiple times that he is over her and has no interest in getting back together, I just can't shake the feeling. I've genuinely never been jealous/irrational towards the men that I date. But since I've been with him, I've been so insecure. Firstly, he would compare the two of us, everything from our bodies, our sex lives, interests, hobbies, etc. At first it didn't seem harmful. He would say things like the sex that he and I have feels better because I have a different body type that he feels more comfortable being intimate with. For context, I am 5 feet 8 inches and 175. He is about 5 feet 10 inches and 210 pounds. While the comparisons paint me in a better picture than her, I don't like it at all. I don't understand why he needs to put her down to build me up, why he cannot just compliment me on the basis of purely complimenting me. He will also bring up past memories with her, telling me about their relationship, things they've done, etc. I've told him multiple times to stop it, that I don't need to know all that, and that I just don't think it's appropriate for him to be discussing exes. It doesn't help that they co-parent 3 kids and do need to be in communication. With this, I've never had any issue, however. I feel like he over-communicates with her. For example, over the weekend, we went to a good friend of his for dinner with the kids. He and his ex were close with his friend's wife, and their kid. Later, he texted her that he was with them. I don't understand why he needs to tell her that. To me, it doesn't seem like it's any of her business, that he doesn't need to tell her that, and that is an excuse for him to text her. Furthermore, when he imbibes in alcohol or substances, he will text her, arguing and threatening her family members, and some guy he thinks she is seeing with physical violence. I know, anyone reading this collectively groaned. He also spends most of the day complaining about her, something that she's done, asking for child support, refusing to give back items, etc., or just complaining about his predicament. When they first got together, he was making good money, however. He put a lot of it into the mortgage, kids, vacations, presents, etc., and has lost practically all he has. At first, I was understanding that this all happened recently and that needs to heal. I was receptive to hearing him out and giving him a space to vent as he doesn't really have any friends. However, I have told him multiple times that I cannot do it anymore. A couple weeks ago, I asked him that in honor of my birthday, all I wanted from him was to not mention her at all. Just for my birthday. But his son had an intense asthma attack and had to go to the ER. I told him right away to call the baby mama and see if he needs to be at the hospital, and that if needs to go, he has my blessing to go. He said that he would not be going but got in an argument with the baby mama and started venting to me. I was upset because not even on my birthday can he abstain from making conversation about her. I brought this up and he spun it into my son got sick. I had to talk to her, which I rebutted with the fact that's not the issue. It's the fact that he was complaining about her, going on and on. At this point, I have just given up. As a person, I see a lot of values and morals that we share in common and qualities that I respect. He has been very patient and forgiving with me when I've had some not-so-good moments and I genuinely want to be with him. However, I refuse to be second. I deserve someone who loves me for who I am and is excited for a future with me. We've had multiple arguments about this topic, and he has reassured me that he wants to be with me, but I just don't believe him. I understand that they were together for a long time, have kids, and that this is very difficult for him to navigate, but I can't help but feel like he is just using me. My understanding is that if someone occupies that much bandwidth on one's mind like that, the person still has feelings for them. I can't help but feel like she is number one and I am number two. He has said, without any prompting from me, that he wishes for a life where we would have been able to meet sooner. I just can't tell if he actually loves me or just doesn't want to be alone. Any advice or clarity on this matter would be greatly appreciated.